Welcome to Egg Shorts. I'm Kalen. With me is my father, Brandon. And today we're going to cover what it's like to ranch in Montana. So go ahead, Dad.
You ever have that feeling of desperation, praying for rain, going broke, want to drink a whiskey and there's none in the bottle because the kids have drained it all on their Saturday night party? That is what ranching is like.
Sounds like a sad song.
It is a sad song. Yeah, that's tough. One of the most enjoyable, hard, stressful jobs you'll ever love. It's a
Yeah, the
lifestyle. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle.
well, and I think the there's other people that look at us and they say, oh, it'd be really nice. They probably see things like Yellowstone, the mountains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Being in the eastern part of the United States, it's more lush grass. Kind of comparing some of those things like the Yellowstone portrayal and maybe some of the things that we've seen when we've gone to the East Coast together as well. What would you say is kind of some of the bigger differences and what makes Montana ranching stand out from other types of ranching or farming?
Um, well, I've only visited those other places, so I really don't know.
Right.
I've talked to people, but you know, irrigation is a big deal here.
Yeah.
If you got it, that's a huge plus. If you don't, it's tougher, So um in the Midwest, you don't see much irrigation. You don't need it. Like Iowa, that part of the country, some parts of Nebraska, but they do pull a lot of water out of the aquifer in Nebraska too. Don't mistake that. But it's it's really weather and environment dependent. And that's the big difference. What can you grow? What is suitable? You're not gonna do anything like dry land corn. You ever heard of that? No. So not very successful anyway. So it's what those cash crops can provide you. What surprises me is the smaller sized places in the Midwest, where compared to here, we got you know 15, 20,000 acre wheat operations. Not all that owned, some of it leased, but a combination. That's a lot of acreages. That's a lot to put up with just a couple of people, even with modern equipment. So again, your ability to do what you can with the tools you have gives you more ground to expand, but you've only got so many hours in a day. You've only got so many days of a growing season to provide what you can do. So you gotta hustle, get it in, get what you can get done, environment dependent. So um for us, it's all about grass, and improved grass is always fantastic. Cattle do really well on the stuff that's been improved, meaning that we've had uh, grass planted instead of just native grass. Now that kind of tears both ways, because I like to see some of this native grass, native pasture, but it's a lot more sparse than the improved grass, and they don't do quite as well. You can't run as many cattle on it. So when you say improved, what are you improving? You're improving your ability. It doesn't necessarily mean you're improving the native habitat for there's a lot of birds and stuff that um, nest, and they do well on the improved stuff. They do well out there in the um, native grass too. We've got a huge influx this time of year of curlew.
One
It's
minute.
a bird that's got a big, super long beak. They come in here, they nest, and they do well. So you're providing some of that stuff for not only us but competing species too: deer, antelope. Saw a moose yesterday, not right here, but about 20 miles west of here. So a little unusual, but down on the river bottom, and they come through. We've had them here. So ranching's tough. Where's that bottle of whiskey? Bring home some full stuff next time, would you?
Hey, no promises, but with that, that's Montana ranching, and that's our perspective.